Adie, many congratulations. 13 years they waited for that first win back in the conference.
Thanks,
Premier.
Mike. Feels good. It was great night for us because you know, early on it was tight and difficult in the first half. We played quite well in the first half for half an hour, even though we conceded the goal quite early on. The goal really, it was just, you know, there's individual mistakes we've been making, and in this case it was Rennie Howe got down the side of Gethin and got his cross in, and really everyone's back-footed, and from there, once he's got round Geth, then we've struggled to defend it, and Geth knows that. But again, it's part of the learning curve. You know, you can't take liberties with these guys, and you know, him and Green, who, you know, from Peterborough, and Coran, they were all sharp on the break. And I thought we matched them for half an hour, but the quarter of an hour before half-time, they made the pitch really big, and they caused us a lot of problems. And that spell was a spell they could have won the game. But we did feel at half-time, although we'd had a bad quarter of an hour, we did feel that we had the energy and the ability to break them down and go and have a go at them and get something out of the game at least. You know, get a point out of the game. And I guess at half-time, if you said to us, look, there's a point in store for you, would have taken it. But to go out and score the 2 goals and put them under a lot of pressure for 20-25 minutes took a lot of courage from the boys, and I was just so pleased with us. I thought we grew up a lot tonight, and we realised, you know, the pace of it was intense, but we lived with it, and we hung on for the last quarter of an hour. But most of the time, it was quite comfortable, and I thought everybody contributed. We made a few little mistakes that we'll be talking about in training this week, but no, immensely pleased with the performance.
I'm sure, you know, looking from the gangtree, there was a lot of players out there showing that character and courage in a lot of players, not just sort of like one leader, and that, you know.
No, I know. I think that there are a few in particular that please me. When you get new players coming to the squad, you know, and you just see them down in the changing room. I'd say Joe Burnell, who hadn't played any part at all yet, but he's bought into it, and he's in the changing room, and he's watching the game in the first half and coming down with comments at half time. And Scotty Murray the same. You know, Scotty's there with his plaster on his foot or whatever, but he's just willing everybody to win. And I thought it was the one that typified the spirit of the new lads tonight was Lee Phillips. You know, I think a few people, I had a few comments from some people that, oh yeah, he's here for the money, or he won't put it in, or whatever. I mean, Lee was magnificent tonight. He led the line, he held it up well, he got down the sides of people. He was a real threat, and he occupied them.
Neck injury,
he occupied them all night, and no, I was so pleased with him.
And,
but I was pleased with them all. You know, I mean, there's clearly little things that we're documenting. We made a couple of mistakes for goals on Saturday, and you know, they were just outright, you know, individual mistakes, and we made a few other mistakes tonight. We know that, and we'll look at them and we'll analyse them, and we just got to try and cut them out, you know, because if you give free kicks away, in particular, we saw on Saturday with Ben Wright, you know, you're punished so badly. But if we can gradually eliminate those things, keep our organisation, and I think the one thing that's already come home to me is when we got promoted in the summer, I rang a number of managers and spoke to them, and they said about the size of the squad and the intensity of the game, and it clearly is much more intense. And both our games so far have been real efforts. We've put so much into it, and already we've got about 5 or 6 injuries. And so that intensity and that squad size, and you know, I've realised more than ever, everybody's got to be used in the squad. Everybody's got to play a part. And they will play a part, you know, 19, 20 players, but they'll all play a part. And if we haven't got 19 or 20 players, we'll struggle. So.
I mean, the more and more the games went on without a win, it was so important to get the 3 points in the bag, you know, and build on that and show the people of Bath, you know, we've got an attractive fixture Saturday, you know, get out here and support us. I don't know what the gate was tonight.
It was apparently just under 900, which, it's okay, but I've got to say it needs to be a little bit more again. You know, Rushden Diamonds coming. We all hoped it would be, you know, between 11 and 1200. So, you know, get out there, all the people who saw the game. If you enjoyed it, get your friends down here on Saturday, because you can't get a better game than York City in this league. So we look forward to it.
Thanks, Adie. Just finally, will the other guys be ready for Saturday, some of them?
Well, the sad one's Luke. I mean, he's got a bad pull at the hamstring, and he's certainly 5 or 6 weeks. Scott's a lot worse than we thought. He's got had some attention today at Bristol City, and I think again he's torn his ligaments in his ankle, and it could be 3-4 weeks, which is a bit of a blow for us. And then on top of that, Qaid is a hamstring, and we got to go careful with that, because he's going to be such an important player for us this season. We know that, and you know, we'll use them all sparingly. But if he's got a hamstring, you know, for Saturday might be a bit too soon for him. Okay.
Okay, mate.
Thanks for your time.
Cheers, folks.